Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Fubar here, and today we are doing a interview with Jongar. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
R from SUSL. Here you go, bud. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Dungar. I'm the R5 of SUSL Alliance in Server 37. Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me the chance of giving you some information about our alliance in Server 37. Yeah, so thank you very much.
Not a problem at all. I'm very excited for this interview right here. So let me explain something for a lot of the newer players that are watching my channel and some of the veteran players. SUSL is kind of the new kid on the block going into Legendary 1. I think they're going to have a very bright future, and we're going to talk about this today. So can you, by any chance, Jongar, tell me a little bit of the history of SUSL?
Yeah, so basically the core members of SL, they were not from 37. They came originally from actually 36, Server 36. And they came around maybe when we started, when City 3 opened. And they suggested the idea of unifying the server under one family. Of course, some alliances agreed, some disagreed, but eventually they were somewhat successful um, in unifying the server. There was some
that
conflicts
is
at the start. Yeah.
that is actually pretty friggin' amazing that you guys were able to accomplish that feat from
Yeah.
jumping the core group from 36 to 37. That is a very impressive feat.
Yeah, I myself was originally from 37. I wasn't part of the core SL members. They were the majority of SL members, they were Vietnamese guys. And there were some Westerners, some few guys from the States. So after they came to 37, and they suggested the idea of unifying the server just before starting City 4. So I was in one of the other big alliances in 37, and we agreed. We became allies, and eventually, with time, I joined them just before the start of our first City 4. We decided that it's better that we joined in one alliance and go to City 4 in one alliance. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so let's start looking at your account here. Can you pull up your profile?
Yeah.
2.38 million kills. That's pretty impressive, and a whopping 351 million power. That's pretty good. Can we see what your kill tab looks like? Very nice. Very good. That's a very impressive kill tab. Now, let's see your death
Not so
count.
bad.
No, that's a pretty good one for your age. That's a pretty impressive kill. Only 763k lost. That's pretty good. Army power is very impressive. Very, very impressive. Okay. So we now know that SUSL's leader is a very active fighter and a very strong, potent fighter. So this is very impressive. VIP level 22, very impressive as well. All right, let's take a view of the alliance. All right,
So yeah, we currently have around 220 members. We have lost a few over the past couple of conquests because we were unlucky, have been matched with very difficult alliances.
yes,
Yeah, but after since we finished the last conquest, we have quite a few members joining us from server 29. We gained around 6 billion power. We're around 27 now at 33, 30 billion. Hopefully, we can get more.
yes,
Just before the start of the
Yeah, that sounds really impressive, and it looks really impressive. Can we view your members?
Yeah,
We got Tigrel from 29. He's gone over
yeah,
there. That
yeah.
is impressive.
Yeah, he came to us last week.
You got Thor from 29 as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
So if you can see most of the R4 that you see here, except for maybe Steel Captain and X Gold, these two
Mhm.
are the original guys from 37. The rest of the guys are from 35, Server 35, and Server 36.
Wow. Got quite an impressive lineup for members.
Yeah,
Keep going. Can you keep up? I recognize Shun. Let's see. Recognize JD. Min Chao, I remember as well. God Framer. Famer.
yeah. All those guys came this week only, from 29.
Yep. Thanos. Chernobyl. Those are all really impressive members. Jihan. Loki. I recognize them. Thief. Lao
So
Fan.
actually, the original guys who were started at 37, there are
Mhm.
only 5 of us only maybe remaining.
Oh wow.
The other guys are all from different servers, from 35, 36, 38, and now 29. We have some few from 31 also.
Right. Some very impressive collection of members here.
Yeah, the rest are clones. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so these guys we were fighting like in, now we had maybe 4 or 5, no more than 4, 5 or 6 conquests together. Yeah, the new members are the 29 members, so we'll see how the next conquest will be.
Yes.
We've won all the first 4 conquests. We won all of them, except of course the last 2. We were against G27 and HBR, which was very difficult.
To be honest, actually, I see a few members in your alliance from 29 that I actually taught the game. Just so you know, I'm not gonna name drop them, but they're there. I see them. Now let's take a look at your units, bud.
Yeah, so my main unit is the heli. I'm using the motor watch heli. I used to
Okay.
use the MB as my main unit. Recently, I changed to the heli, and of
I
course
don't
the
blame you there.
howitzer. Yeah.
Is
Uh,
this your end goal setup, or are you gonna be adjusting it in the future to different units?
Most likely, this is the end goal. If I change, I would change the MB to infantry. That's the
Okay.
only thing I would change. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
currently,
satisfied with Martyr
yeah,
Howitz and the Martyr.
yeah.
Um. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, I know before some guys used to have to use only the Liberty howitzer
Hmm.
because it attacks bases. It's better working attacking bases. It usually attacks faster than the mortar watch. But
Correct.
recently, when I was testing both artillery, they were firing at the same time at the start, which was weird. I don't know when they did change that.
They brought that into the game in version, I think 7.0,
Yeah.
and the big difference is that it's not reliable
Mm.
on the reload. The
Yeah.
martyrs will take longer still, but
Yeah.
in the initial they'll start off at the same time,
Yeah.
which is
And
weird.
then yeah. And then after the first shot, the motor watch will take 3 seconds, and while the Liberty will take 2 seconds.
Yes. See, my rule
I'm
of thumb.
still preparing a Liberty one, but I don't know if I will change it or not. I'm not sure yet.
Well, no, I think that all boils down to if you want camp buff or you're focusing on based off parts. That's my biggest thing. Let's see your Air Force.
So this is my current Air Force.
It's pretty solid, and
Uh,
not gonna lie. Pretty.
yeah, I'm planning to have a second fighter soon. Hopefully.
Oh,
Oops,
there you are. Let me give you a little fun fact. I'm not sure if you knew this. If you go to squatting, did you know you can squad your ground units with your Air Force fighter?
yeah.
Yeah. Very, very helpful little tidbit there. So let's see what officers you got unlocked.
For the Grand Force, I have Spanner unlocked, War Machine, Tip of Spear, Valkyrie, Eye of Providence, and almost all of the exclusive lounge officers unlocked, except the newest one.
Ah, okay. Lord of Order.
Yeah, but I should unlock him. The next should be ready.
That's very cool. Which officer are you working on currently?
Currently, the Lord of Order and the fighter officer, the Witcher.
Oh, yep. Witcher's a
Yeah,
very solid officer. Very
yeah.
solid, very powerful officer. I'm working on her in Blade Wing right now myself.
Currently, I'm using for the fighter the Silver Comet and the Polar Phantom. But I'm gonna change the Witcher. I will replace the Silver Comet with the Witcher, most likely.
Yes, but actually, Silver Comet and Witcher go very well together, and Polar Phantom and Witcher go well together. She's kind of like a flex unit that goes good with anyone. But if I was you, I would go with Silver Comet and
Silver.
Witcher on one fighter, and then put Blade Wing and Polar Phantom on the other.
Mm.
Because his Polar Phantom's ability stacks very well and synchronizes very well with Blade Wing. That's why I was recommending that. So, can you tell me got any slogans for SUSL or motto?
We used to have one when I joined them like a long time ago. They used to have one called. They used to say, "No one is an enemy forever," but I don't think we use that anymore.
Ah, yeah. Very nice. Got a
uh,
level 40 gift box there. There you see that right
but
there.
but to be honest, from all the conquests, we never formed an actual enemy. Even, I mean, we fought many alliances as enemies, and the other conquests we came back as allies. So,
Mm. Let me ask you this:
yeah.
what's your alliance's standpoint on toxicity? Like amongst members being toxic to other members, saying when things are not going the right way in battle or in
Mm.
other chats towards other players, is there like a zero tolerance for that, or is there like
Yeah,
a
we
warning
try.
system?
Of course, we try as much as possible not to tolerate it. I usually, before each conquest, when I said my regular pre-conquest mail, I usually tell them I don't want to see anything negative in city chat. Whether we're winning or losing or you're banned, I don't want to hear any complaints about any players or anything else. If you have any issues, you can privately speak to one another, but in city chats, usually I don't tolerate that. And of course, during conquest, of course, you cannot kick members, but usually we demote them and we give them a warning. Please uh, stop speaking in city chat or so on.
Okay, that's good to hear because a lot of people are tired of the toxicity, so they look for alliances that have a zero tolerance policy on that. So that way, like, because there's nothing more demoralizing. I'm sure you know this of an alliance member bashing on another alliance member. You know, because combat didn't go the way they planned, or just getting fragged on and city chat. It's never fun. Granted, you could block the player, but it just it's not always the best scenario.
And we fought in Legendary 1 with many other servers. And I don't remember having any issues with toxicity. Maybe once or twice. And
Yeah,
we handled it at that time. Over the last two conquests, I don't remember having any issues.
I remember one time we had to deal with a toxic alliance, and I was in I think I was in Gold 1, and I think I was with the Alliance 1 at the time. And what we ended up doing was we just ended up safe zoning those guys. They were our allies. We safe zoned them, and we took in one of our opponent alliances that were in the safe zone and gave them all their territory, which was what we did at that time. All right, so we viewed your officers, we viewed your units. So what would be the minimum requirements for players looking to migrate possibly to server 37 to become part of SUSL?
So currently, we require at least a minimum of 120 or 150 million power, and with at least 300 kills, 300,000 kills. In terms of unit, because we are matched usually in Legendary 1 so far, you must have at least 9.2 units, ground force unit, and an air force of at least 9.2. Otherwise, we can sometimes make exception for some players. They have 9.2 ground, but it's really very difficult to compete in that field. You will be obliterated. You will not be able to finish the 25k mission.
Yes.
Yeah, very difficult.
Yeah, it is
that's
very
why
difficult.
we suggest whenever someone wants to join us, we suggest that you at least must have at least one unit 9.2.
Yes, because you won't be able to contribute much in terms of combat, and you'll be just sitting there farming the whole time, and that's never any fun.
Unless Lilith decide to match us in gold, which never happened to us so far, which I don't understand why, but that's how it is.
Yeah. No, you guys got a very impressive power score there, and I think that you guys do belong to be in legendary tier, and I think that's how's your activity right now? Like, what if you're looking for certain members, what time zone are you guys specifically trying to recruit for?
So basically, the vast majority of our players are East Asians, more specifically from Vietnam. So usually, of course, we lack some European guys and some North American guys. So that's our weakest time zone. So usually, like when we're playing, the downtime from, let's say, specifically exactly at this time around 18:20 UTC until the reset. This will be our downtime. You will have basically only maybe 10 or 20 people active.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next question to follow up on that is, how is the spending in the alliance? I know there's a lot of big players out there that are looking for new alliances, but they can only stay in their current alliance because there's some very active spenders. How's the spending in the alliance, like on a daily basis?
The spending is great. It used to be better, of course.
Mhm.
But the last two seasons it's gone down a bit uh, because basically because of the matching, basically because we were matched with difficult alliances. So most of
Right.
our guys were a bit disappointed. So they spent less. But currently, with the new members coming, yeah, the spending have improved a bit.
That's good.
Uh, yeah, and hopefully it will improve in the future. Yeah, we're trying.
All right. So with G27 now switching rotations, who are you looking forward to the next Legendary One event with them switching rotations?
Yeah, of course. Of course, we had rumor that they are not, but we hope that they do. Both the HBR and G27, we hope that they switch to fight 14 and 19, which will give us a chance to have more equal field with the other alliances. Most
Yes.
likely, we still have G28, which they are strong. We will have FWZ. They skipped the last season, and they are also around 38, 39 billion power. They are tough alliance. We have Top also. They are now around 60 billion, or
Yes.
around 58, 60 billion. So there are quite few alliances still there. We have Inc. also from server 13. So it should be interesting. Should be quite competitive conquest.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think is different about SUSL in comparison to these other alliances? What makes you unique?
Uh, what makes us unique? Uh, from what I have experienced recently from the previous conquest, uh, the difference between the other alliances, which are equal to our level, our power level, is the activity. We are very active. We always had uh, the activity was always much better than the other alliances, and the preparation for battle during the conquest was also better than other alliances in our level. And we don't give up.
You
I
guys are
mean,
always trying to, even when things go
during
bad, your members don't
even when
like log
things
out.
go bad, no. During our fourth conquest, which was one of the fifth conquest, which was one of the most difficult ones, we were matched with, if you know it, Go Alliance, GOW, from, I
Yep.
don't remember the server. And we were matched against Inc. also from server 13. So everyone, and we were the weakest alliance out of the whole group. We were around maybe 25 billion, and Go Alliance was around 35 approximately. And we managed to save zone them, and we managed to beat also Inc. Alliance. Of course, we had server 30 with us, and we had server 29 with us. It was difficult, but we did it, and they were wiping us completely every day. But we come back during the reset and we advance, and that's how we did it because our activity was much higher than them, even though they were able to wipe us. But we always come back.
That's very impressive. That's very impressive because it's not easy to safe zone an alliance like that. And I know that from personal experiences because there's so many variables that can go into a play at that time. So let me ask you a question. What would you consider to be your favorite map of L4 Conquest?
Moscow, of course.
Moscow, of course. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
loves Moscow. What do you think of Cairo?
No, everyone hates Cairo.
The
Cairo is
only
very
thing
boring.
The only thing for me that I don't like about Cairo is the building structures. I feel like they made them a little too weak now, and now they have like no viability. There's no point in it.
Uh,
Um,
if you max the research, they are still decent, but you have to max the research.
yes, yes. Let me ask you if what's one thing you think Lilith can do to improve the game?
First thing, they have to improve the matching. There must be more categories than just in general legendary one and legendary two, uh, because it's just not fair to have us match with G27 and HBR, and they will not have fun. We will not have fun. Everyone will be bored, and it's just not fair. Not gonna work.
Yeah,
Uh, the second thing is the preparation for battle. I think it should be removed. Uh, uh, I know some guys say there's a cap of 15%, but in reality, I don't think that it is true because when we fight guys with higher battle preparation than us, you can actually see the difference. I mean, when we're fighting G27, we had around at that time around 25 or 30 battle preparation, and they reached around 60%. Uh, one of the rallies can basically wipe three of our rallies. So I don't know. It's very difficult. So I think it should be cancelled.
yeah.
Uh,
That I think I should be canceled as well. That one will system in the game. Hmm. Now,
and the conquest was working okay beforehand. I don't think there will be any issues if they cancelled it.
correct. I think it would be an interesting thing to add to the L4 is adding the fog of war in effect into the
Mm,
game, like what we
mm,
loved and saw in level 1, 2, and 3 cities, where you had to use the actual radar to unlock
mm,
them. And I think that would give a very unique aspect because, like, if your radar plane's flying into another enemy base, then it's suddenly shot down, then you know something's going on over there. I think that'd be
mm.
very interesting, where you gotta have a chance to find key points of interest, like the town. You gotta find the forts. You gotta find the blockhouses. I think that'd make it very interesting.
Uh, maybe, but then it will be much more difficult for weaker alliances, I guess.
That's true. It would be.
Yeah, unless they make it somehow you are able to jump to anywhere without any neutral territory. Maybe it becomes easier.
Yeah, that's a good perspective there as well. Is there anything
Uh,
you would like to add?
I think it's time to have a new city 4 also because
Yes.
yeah, because the addition of Cairo I think wasn't interesting enough. It's still boring even with the new modification they did. I think it's still boring city in general.
Correct. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling that way. What do you think about the 8.1 patch? What's your
I
thoughts
don't
on
know.
that?
On paper it looks okay, it looks fair, but we'll have to see the implementation of it and how it will work. And yeah, and
Yeah.
because honestly, I never, I haven't been in gold tier gold, so I don't know how difficult it is there. So I have no experience in it.
I would say, actually, in a sense, gold tier could be almost considered legendary. With the minus on the actual alliance power aspect, it's the same level of activity and fierce fighting. I think the legendaries there is just for those like really big alliances that have joined together. You know, that's where the gold is a very
Mm.
competitive L4. Whether you're in gold 1 to 3, it doesn't matter. It's very competitive. And
And
like silver is like just for casuals, in my opinion, at the moment.
yeah, the other thing is gold will be 9.1, right?
Hmm.
They,
Well, no,
so
Legendary 2 will be 9.1. 9.0 will be Legendary 1.
so 9.0 will be gold.
Hmm. But they
So
send the message out saying they're going to relax the restrictions a little bit. But I don't see how far they will relax them. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because I think it's going to be a very good thing. It will definitely balance out the base defense side
yeah,
of aspect, but it won't really apply to anyone who's in Legendary 1 or 2, I feel. But it will be
mm,
definitely be a big adjustment for gold and silver alliances. But that's my thoughts on that. So what is it? What I was saying. I can't remember what I was
but
going to say there. I brain farted.
uh, but it might affect. Let's say you're gonna have only 9.0, then it might be a bit more difficult to burn strong bases there in gold.
Yes,
Yeah.
it'll be more difficult, but not impossible. Which
Mm.
which is what
You will
the
need
community is kind of asking for.
basically you will need more artillery, yeah, to
Yeah.
compensate for the
Hmm. So does SUSL deploy any unique strategies? That's a yes or no question. We're not going to go in depth there because we don't want to give away your trade secrets as an alliance.
kind of.
Kind of. Okay. All right. So that pretty much covers most of this interview today. Is there anything you want to say to your audience about possibly joining SUSL? Like, who do you want them to contact? Um, and
So
along
yeah,
those
so
lines.
basically our plan for we'd like to compete at some point with the big alliances and legendary one. Uh, but of course that will take time and we'll need more active members. We will need to continuously seek more active members. And we're continually asking other alliances. Uh, so if anyone would like to join us, you are more than welcome to contact either me or one of our R4. Uh, you can contact CR7 or Johnson or
Can you
Wick.
click on their profiles so we can see their UIDs so the players can look them up directly?
Yeah, you have this guy CR7. He's Vietnamese, so you can contact him. He's very helpful. And for the English speaking guys, we have Johnson. He's from the States. So you can contact him or you can contact myself. Uh,
Okay.
because
That's
we're actively seeking new members. So hopefully we can increase our power and uh, we can grow more to compete in the uh, legendary one. We currently, even in the Paramount Cup, we currently in ninth place. Uh, so we'll
that's
see.
very good.
Yeah.
You guys are not too far behind from actually overtaking G28.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go up. Yeah, you guys are doing very well. Very well as far
For
as
our
the parent.
for our level and our power, yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
So
Especially
hopefully this is season 1 of Paramount Cup. So hopefully in season 2 we would be, if we continue to have more members, hopefully we would be in much better place.
yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So we're gonna call this right here today. It's a nice short video of about approximately 36 minutes. So let's say our goodbyes. Anything you
Okay.
want to add?
No, thanks for giving me the opportunity, and thanks for giving our alliance the opportunity to give some info and some light into our alliance, and hopefully we can get more members to join us and we can succeed together. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome very much. Thank you for giving us this insight today. This is Fubar. I got your 6, and I'm actually considering on joining you guys. We'll see how things play out in the future. I still got a lot of tickets to gather. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Also, keep in mind we do have a Discord. If you guys would like to join that Discord, the link will be below. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.